So what if you could stop thousands of people having a heart attack, losing a limb or going blind, and in the process save 1/10 of the NHS budget? Type 2 diabetes has terrible complications, but it can be prevented. Jamie Coulson's been here in Bradford to find out more.
Welcome to Bradford. Ask people what this city is famous for, they might talk about David Hockney, industrial heritage, the UK curry capital. They don't mention its other claim, one of the largest diabetic populations in the country. Already, nearly 1 in 10 people in Bradford are being treated for diabetes, mostly type 2. Their drugs alone cost the NHS £8 million a year. Without intervention, this city could be heading for diabetes disaster, with 50,000 more people at risk of developing the condition. But this massive threat to health could be avoided. Meet Lubna. 8 years ago, she was seriously ill.
I had a kidney problem. I lost my kidney, and then I've been on a dialysis for 3 years, and after that found the kidney and I had a kidney transplant.
The anti-rejection drug she was prescribed for her new kidney put her at risk.
When they give me medication, my nurse told me I have to be very careful with sugar because I can be at risk of diabetes. So this is a slightly scary. In my mind, I don't want to be ill again.
GPs in Bradford were concerned. Many more people like Lubna could be out there at risk of diabetes, but not turning up at the doctors until their condition had taken hold.
We in Bradford are in a unique situation because genetically people with South Asian background and other ethnic minority backgrounds, they are at more risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and they are at more risk of developing this at an early age. We were concerned that the situation is a lot worse than it looks like. So that's why we took on this challenge.
Morning, Jamie.
Morning. So this is how they went about it. First, they set out to find out all the people at risk. I'm being tested to find out if I could be one of them.
Do you do any housework or childcare?
Oh yes, lots of that.
Okay, more than 3.
They cast the net wide, with invitations going out to everyone over 40, or over 25 if you're Asian.
Because a lot of Asians, in their diet, they've got a lot of carbohydrates and fats.
Yeah.
That's the reason they are high risk.
So far, nearly 25,000 people in Bradford have been assessed in this way.
It's been like a mind shift. It's mind shift from treating an illness towards preventing an illness from happening.
Your risk score is 1,
right,
which is excellent.
One sounds
I'm impressed.
good.
I am impressed, yeah.
But with some people who have come through here, you could have really quite high scores.
Yes, yes. Scores can go up to 30 and 35.
Do you still have people who are blissfully unaware of the risk they could be putting themselves in?
Yeah, it's mainly denial. Most of them say, oh, I can't be diabetic, I'm always active. And when I go through when I show them the BMI man and I say to them that, look, you're in the red. And they says, oh, well, we have bad few days, bad few months, we're going to start tomorrow.
In the last 2 years in this program, we have identified about 1,500 new people with type 2 diabetes just because of this program.
Thousands more were at the same stage as Lubna, not yet diabetic, possibly heading that way, but not too late to make some changes.
If I'm having healthy food, doing regular physical activities, less stress, so I can be more healthy. I check the label, how much sugar in. If it's less than 5 grams per 100, then I try to pick it up. It's 8-9 years, I don't have any other problem. My kidney works fine. I'm not diagnosed with a risk of diabetes, anything, just because I'm careful my diet and my physical activities.
Lose weight, take exercise and eat healthy food. It's simple advice that's easy to give. The difficult bit is changing people's habits.
जो लोगों को diabetes, जो लोग risk of diabetes है, हम उनकी help करते हैं.
Which is why group sessions like this are an important tool in Bradford's campaign. They're not run by doctors, but by diabetes champions like Lubna.
So how many people do take salad with your meal?
Researchers were surprised at the remarkable results these courses achieved.
The changes that we saw from the before and the after the programme in the blood sugar levels were really significantly improved, so that was really encouraging. And similarly, things like physical activity levels had improved, people were saying their health generally, they felt better, they were eating more fruit and vegetables. In terms of those of actual quantifiable results, it was really encouraging.
Diabetes education courses are not new. They're offered all over the country, yet there's shockingly little take-up. In a national survey of newly diagnosed type 2 diabetes patients last year, 75% had been offered a course, but only 5% of them had taken up the offer.
The main factor is that in its early stages, it doesn't cause any symptoms, so you won't feel particularly unwell. That needs a lot of encouragement and a lot of education for a person who is feeling well in himself or herself to actually go take time off their daily routine and go and attend these programs.
But the courses have been proved to work, so they need to be part of the prevention programme. In Bradford, they've tried everything, offering them in a variety of languages, at different times of the day, different venues, anything to get people through the door.
They come to our first session, they decided, oh no, we're not coming then. Maybe this group is not for us, but we give them encourage, please do attend, see how it will go. And with the second session, they enjoy it, they start coming. When they make a change, then they see the results, then they are very happy.
Type 2 diabetes is a problem everywhere. Health bosses around the country have been watching and learning from this project. Bradford's pioneering model is now being rolled out as a national programme, and one of the first places to do it is Lincolnshire. Parts of the county have been flagged up as type 2 diabetes hotspots, handing out more prescriptions for the condition than almost anywhere else in the UK.
In Lincolnshire we have areas of high deprivation and obesity, and also quite an elderly population in some areas. And before this project came along, we didn't have any programmes available for people at high risk of diabetes.
So the goals that you've been setting throughout the few weeks that you've been attending the course, I just want you to discuss with one another and let each of you know whether actually achieve these goals or not.
You know, we all know about diabetes and we have this, oh gosh, you know, I was really quite, I need to sort of stop and look at this, but I didn't know how to, really. My surgery got in touch and said, would I like to join this group? And I jumped at the chance.
There are 4 million diabetics in the UK and the number's set to rise. Many of these people could have dodged the condition with a few lifestyle changes.
How high is it on your priority list?
It's on the top. 10% of NHS budget is spent on diabetes management and management of its complications. We know it's on the rise, and if we don't do anything in the next 10 years, 20% of NHS budget will be spent on diabetes management.
ये हो सकता है किसी और reason की वजह से हुई हो.
I used to eat 4 or 5 takeaways a week, so now I'm once a week now. Just treat the kids and stuff. So yeah, so no, it does help.
You know, arrest it now before it gets any worse. It's brilliant to learn all these things from Lubna.
We can control it, you know. The world is not going to end. we can control it, no problem.
My grandma, she's on insulin. My dad's on insulin. My mom's on insulin. My brother, he's just on tablets, and I don't want to be.
Swap it. Swap it. Don't stop it. Yes. If you're healthy, you can do everything. And if someone's got already illness, I would say, be positive. You can. If you make a little change, you can be healthier again.
Now, it's a very simple idea. Take food